Angels are an intrinsic and dynamic part of the Christmas story. Christmas simply would not have happened without these God-sent messengers from heaven. Now, we don't know whether the angels were clothed in flowing white robes, whether they had a halo that was sparkling, or even whether they flew with wings into the Christmas scene. But what we do know is that these angels carried the heart of God concerning the momentous event that was about to take place. Angels appear 4 times in the traditional Christmas story, and each time their message always began with the same 4 words: do not be afraid. It was what the angel said first to Zachariah, then to Mary, then to Joseph, and finally to the shepherds on the hillside: do not be afraid. I believe that this just may be the message that heaven is sending to your heart this Christmas season. Christmas declares that Jesus and fear are mutually exclusive. When Jesus arrives on the scene, there is no reason to be afraid. His presence powerfully removes any reason for fear. It's time for you to step away from your fear and into his presence. I pray that this Christmas and for every day of the coming year, that you will realize that when Jesus has been birthed in your heart, there's absolutely no reason for fear or for worry. The message of Christmas has not changed much in 2,000 years, and I can guarantee that the words of the angels are still ringing clearly into our 21st century world. Do not be afraid. When your circumstances are falling apart, remind yourself, do not be afraid. When there's not enough money to pay the bills, remind yourself, do not be afraid. When you're dealing with disappointment, with pain or loneliness, say to yourself, do not be afraid. You know, one of the names that heaven has identified Jesus with is Prince of Peace. Jesus, the Son of God, has been given ruling authority in the realm of peace. And in reality, there's no way you will ever experience peace without his presence in your life. There's no way you will ever be the beneficiary of peace without allowing him to rule and reign in you. God has promised that he would give his peace to those whose hearts and minds are fully stayed on him. Peace is not the absence of trouble, but it's the very real presence of God. And because of Jesus, this Christmas and every Christmas, you can rest in his overwhelming and satisfying peace.